All right, that's Sports Tonight. We're back on now, and time for us to introduce to you our guest. Yemi Oluz is joining us on Sports Tonight for the first time, but she went to Ethiopia, went with the team, they saw, they conquered, and that's why she's here with us on Sports Tonight this Tuesday. Yemi, welcome to Sports Tonight. Your first time on the show?
Thank you very much, yes.
We're happy to have you.
I'm pleased to be here too.
Okay, Tunde is smiling. I don't know why you're smiling, Tunde. You went to Ethiopia, went with the team, gave them a lot of good luck.
Really?
Yeah.
Did I?
But tell us about it. You were in Ethiopia.
Yeah, I was.
With Team Nigeria. Describe for us what happened at the African Junior Athletics Championship. How would you describe the quality of that competition? Because it's like it's Nigeria's bet right now to always go there and win.
Well, not exactly. But this was a great tournament for us because we were able to retain the title we won in Mauritius 2 years ago, the 2013 edition. And it's been a tug of war, actually, between Nigeria and South Africa because they won 2009 and 2011 editions. So we won 2013 and then retained the title this time around with 3 gold medals more.
Okay.
We won with 9 gold medals 2 years ago, and now it was upgraded to 12 medals. So it was a good competition for us. Also, we're able to see an inclusion of the youth team. It was a combination, actually, of both the youth and the junior teams. It wasn't strictly a junior team thing, so it created exposure for the younger athletes who will be competing at the African Youth Championships later on. That's in April, and then the World Youth by July. So it was kind of good for us. We also saw some of our athletes competing in events that were not really known to be our key or strong areas. Like we won the heptathlon, which was good, and then we had someone competing in the pole vault, men's pole vault, you know, which he won a silver medal there. So I think it was good. The fans were great, you know, we saw a good turnout of Ethiopian fans.
That's the pole vault guy.
Yes.
An hour.
Okay, no, this is one.
No, okay, it came before now.
Okay,
and it's an interesting one because that's Mike Enaoro's son. Mike Enaoro used to be a director with the league management company. Yeah. Mike Enaoro, that's his son, doing pole vault for Nigeria. Yeah. That's interesting. He
actually took part in 3 events: the pole vault, the discus, and then javelin throw. He was meant to take part in decathlon, which is 10 events, but then
which is not included in the.
No, it was included, but we had just 2 countries. I think
so
Nigeria and
Egypt. Medal scoring.
Exactly. So you know, we just okay. The technical director just said, okay, take part in these 3 other events, and at least he was able to win silver, you know, in the pole vault. So it was a good one. This is his first time competing for Nigeria, and he was really excited. So as I was saying too, you know, the fans came out en masse, you know, so it shows that Ethiopia has that history in athletics. You know, unlike the senior championships last year in Morocco, the stands were virtually empty almost all through the competition, but this time, you know, we saw a lot of people coming to the stadium to cheer the athletes, and it was really good, you know. It added that flavor to the tournament, so it was good.
Let's take a look at Team Nigeria very closely now. You were on the ground with Team Nigeria, monitoring proceedings from day to day. What were they doing? I mean, because right from day 1 up to the final day, we shot to the top of the medals table, and we stayed on up to the end of the tournament. What were we doing? How was that momentum? How did we keep it going from day to day?
Well, day 1, we weren't on top of the table.
Okay.
I think it was either South Africa that was on top of the table on day 1. But then from day 2, you know, we started taking part in more of our events, the 100 meters, the 100 meters hurdles, you know, and some of those other events. Day 2, we won silver and bronze in the girls 100 meters. We lost gold to South Africa. But Esebrume, who came 3rd in the 100 meters, had to now go all out in the triple jump, you know. It was like she needed to console herself with a medal. And even though the triple jump is not her main event, she was able to win gold in the triple jump. So that was an unlikely goal. We didn't know it was going to come, you know, and then other events like that. But we competed in more of our strong areas eventually. And then we also had some medals in other events, you know, like the throws and all of that. So it's like a tactic the Federation is trying to actually test now, you know, trying to delve into other events that we're not known to be, okay, we're used to, exactly.
Yeah, because
we're known to be strong in the sprints, 100 meters, 200, and all of that.
The Ethiopians, the Kenyans are also coming into the sprint now.
Exactly.
So let's also go into their own area of dominance.
And then go into the throws, for example, where the North Africans And South Africans are very good in, and at least give them a good run for their money, compete with them, and all of that. So it was quite good for us.
Well, how do we take this forward? We're always dominant at the youth level. If we are not first, we are second in Africa. How do we translate this? The likes of Divine Oduduru are already competing with the big boys.
Exactly.
Brume are already competing
Exactly.
with the main squad.
Yeah.
How do we take this a step further? Divine talked about improving his time because they really need to step up.
Yeah. I think it's for the federation to create that enabling environment, you know, for them, where there's a smooth transition from youth to junior to senior level. Like you mentioned Divine, for example, he's already national 200 meters champion, you know. He won the national trials last year. So that shows that, in fact, he's already as good as being, you know, in the senior team. And definitely he's going to be a key member of the senior team in other events we have this year, like the World Relays, the World Championships, the All-African Games, you know, and a host of others. Brume also just, you know, became Commonwealth champion like that, you know, overnight. So it's just to create that environment where there's a smooth transition. Like I was talking to the technical director, like, okay, what's next, you know, for these junior athletes after this? And he said they're going to be competing in elite competitions, you know, the Golden League,
African Games around the corner,
Golden League and all of that, the national trials. So as many of them as can actually, you know, compete with the senior athletes and even beat them, then it will just create that environment for them.
What kind of programs would you want the AFN now to put in place in terms of monitoring some of these athletes, particularly the young ones? Because this is the first time the juniors and the youth were part of this competition. What kind of